I think there is more openness to innovation, more openness to change than ever before. And when we continue to think about collaborative approaches towards this, it's not one company to solve all the problems. We bring innovators like GlobalDWS, bring us to the table, and other ecosystem of collaborators that I think we can truly accelerate the transformation of our built environment.
Welcome to the Stantec.io podcast, where we speak to scientists, designers, engineers, and architects who are combining subject matter expertise with cutting-edge technology to develop solutions that can help solve the problems of today and tomorrow. My name is Dave Roberts.
And I'm Mike Arsenault. Robotics is a field that has many applications across the AEC industry. At Stantec, our workplace and office teams focus on creating high-performance workplaces where businesses can thrive. Can robotics technology assist in that effort? Can it make the process faster and more efficient? Joining us to discuss the potential of robots in the workplace are two voices: Stantec's Rick Huijbregts, our global head for smart cities, and a voice from outside Stantec, Yahya Saad, the co-founder and chief development officer for GlobalDWS.
Both Rick and Yahya are based in Toronto in Canada. Welcome to the podcast, gentlemen.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you.
Now, Rick, you've been in the design business for almost 3 decades. How has innovation and technology changed the way you work and solve problems for clients?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Don't remind me, 3 decades. One thing that I think has been constant, as the saying goes, is change. In what traditionally is quite a conventional industry, we've seen a tremendous movement and growth of digital capabilities into our built environment. And more technology makes it into our buildings and our infrastructure at large than ever before. And as such, a growing demand and desire to use data to make better decisions that improves the performance of our built environment. So in my opinion, super exciting time with the digital movement of the Internet of Things and AI and all the other exciting technologies that opens up a whole new swath of capabilities that is going to give us the tools to reimagine how we think about space, how we use space, and how we optimize our infrastructure. So it's been an incredible 3 decades.
And Rick, in your role as Stantec's global head for smart cities, can you share some examples of solutions that you've created for communities?
Yeah, we have grown a practice in smart cities and smart buildings where we bring together the expertise of technology, innovation, Internet of Things, data solutions with, of course, incredible planning, design, construction, so we can create environments that are truly future ready and innovative and future proof. We have at the company not only experimented, but increasingly experienced in the whole notion of digital twin, and therefore taking all the data from our built environment, adding analytics or AI applications on top of it that helps our clients save operational money, improve efficiency, improve security, and maybe more importantly, transform the user experience. And then one of the initiatives we're working on is how do we collect data more intelligently in spaces that may not be fully digitized, that don't have all the sensors and all the infrastructures in place. And so here we're looking at a number of very exciting innovations to much faster, much more affordably get much higher quality of data to even provide better services to existing buildings and existing infrastructure.
Yahya, what was the catalyst for founding GlobalDWS, and what services do your company provide?
Yeah, thank you, Mike. So back in 2013, Rami, Webby, and myself, we co-founded GlobalDWS with a simple goal. Our goal was to help shape the future of work. We saw how fast technology and innovation were changing industries and wanted to help organizations not just keep up, but thrive. Over the years, that vision grew, and today GlobalDWS is a leader combining AI, IoT, and robotics to create smarter, safer, and more efficient workplaces. From improving employee experience to enhancing sustainability and security, we're all about building workplaces that work better today and in the future.
And Rick, can you tell us more about the relationship between Stantec and GlobalDWS?
Yes, of course. Rami and Yahya have created a very interesting set of solutions and capabilities around workplace innovation, the technologists that they are. I've seen some of their service robots at play in some of the financial institutions and other projects and environments in Toronto. And it really started to make us think about how do we bring autonomous service robotic solutions into the workplace, add to it the notion of data collection devices like sensors, and then layer on top of that the ability to make sense of all this data as a tool to help real estate owners make better decisions. And so we have created a collaboration agreement between our two companies where we're now co-creating intelligent and smart building capabilities based on GlobalDWS's robotics expertise, on their digital twin expertise, and of course combined with our workplace and our indoor air quality expertise that we feel we have some incredible talent together to solve our customers' most complex problems in spaces where, as I said earlier, they don't have access to data or the insights that they need to make better decisions.
In terms of that robotics expertise, Yahya, in terms of data collection as well, how has that evolved since GlobalDWS's founding?
Since founding GlobalDWS, we've seen robotics evolve significantly, especially in data collection. During COVID, we developed Canada's first disinfection service robot. As employees became more concerned about indoor air quality, we expanded our offerings to include air quality inspections alongside disinfection. Based on customer feedback, we continued to innovate, which led to our current digital twin solution. Today, our robotics disinfect and capture real-time environment data, giving organizations valuable insights to improve workplace safety, air quality, and overall building performance, creating healthier, smarter, and more responsive work environments.
And Yahya, how do these data gathering robots actually work?
And that's a good question. Actually, it's a suite of different solutions that we implement. So there's the robot, there's station units, and there's people counting units. The robot roams around the space autonomously and collects data from different locations that are predefined. And then all the data gets shipped over to the cloud. So all data is encrypted, both at rest and in transit, and no personally identifiable information is ever captured. Any humans detected in images are also fully blurred. The full body is blurred to protect their privacy. Once the data is securely uploaded via the robot's built-in 4G router, it's sent to the Huijbregts Stambot platform in real time. There's an AI-powered dashboard which gives users clear visualization, lets them drill into the details, and even use generative AI to ask questions in plain English. The platform also compares data to industry standards and offers predictive insights and recommendations to help businesses make smarter and faster decisions.
Rick, why is this data so important to clients? And if you can just maybe give us a couple examples of some of the challenges that there are in terms of collection.
Yeah, sure. Why is this important? At the end, what's the saying goes, you can't fix what you can't measure. You can't measure anything if you don't have the data. And that in an increasingly digital world is becoming an expectation, and across all industries, including the real estate industry, as well as all the infrastructures we support, it's becoming table stakes. So how do we get access to real-time, meaningful, quality data that helps us make better decisions? So as we now have better ways to collecting the data, we can really turn on the power of data analytics and artificial intelligence and all the incredible tools that we have and the industry has to provide much more visibility in what's really happening in our space from a performance, from a utilization perspective, from a quality perspective, a health and safety perspective, and then add the intelligent industry expertise to it to now make intelligent decisions as to how we can optimize our space. And as we come still, I know we don't want to talk about COVID anymore, but we come out of that time where people are moving back to the office, where offices aren't utilized the way they were, and where people are more considerate or more concerned about the health and safety of the environments they're in. We have an incredible opportunity to bring kind of all these pieces together and help our clients therefore make much better decisions as to what the future of a portfolio or a real estate asset would look like. I can't see a world going forward where we think about buildings or roads or infrastructure or cities and we do not prioritize data from day one as a strategic tool to improve the performance, the quality, and the experience of all those assets.
Rick, how do you meld the technology and your own expertise to create the best outcomes for clients?
Yeah, the technology is really a means to an end, of course. We're not building infrastructure for the sake of technology, but technology increasingly, invisibly, is everywhere. If we think about automation systems, security systems, lighting, heating, all the systems in our buildings are controlled by technology and advanced capabilities. As a company, our collective expertise on how do we design a scalable and sustainable environments or infrastructure, and what I bring to the table, I guess, the intersection of digital transformation and digital capabilities and even disruption to a way when we think about how the Internet of Things may help us challenge how we think about space and infrastructure. Because do we really need the environments that we have? Do we really need certain outcomes simply because we are used to them for the last 50 to 100 years? We can challenge us constantly, empowered by these technologies, to reimagine the spaces that we occupy and that we provide to our clients. A lot of this is not necessarily once we deploy it once and then it's perfect. This is now becoming a continuous global living lab of trial and error. New capabilities will pop up, new applications will be introduced, new technologies will be available. So we need to create future-proof environments and future-proof infrastructure that is open and enabled to embrace new capabilities that may completely be available to us 1 year, 5 years from now, and therefore continuously help us reimagine the infrastructure we have. And taking this innovative approach that is kind of constantly evolving and has to be dynamic, powered by technology, will help us lead shaping those environments that we know our customers are hungry for and where we think we can add by far the greatest value on defining and designing them.
That's fantastic, Rick. So Yahya, where can people find more information about GlobalDWS?
They can get more information through our website. They can go to www.globaldws.com/Huijbregts or send us an email at info@globaldws.com. They can also follow us on LinkedIn. Just look for GlobalDWS and you should be able to find us.
And our relationship with GlobalDWS is not only an exciting one, but I believe a very promising one. So we are co-creating solutions together. So, of course, there's also a way to connect into this initiative by just contacting our workplace advisory team or other parts of Stantec, where we can bring a whole solution or a whole offer to the table of our customers.
Well, that might be part of your answer to my final question, Rick. Where do you think your smart cities work is heading in the next 5 to 10 years?
I think the smart cities work will be defined by accessing and gathering better data at a higher velocity so that we can apply more innovative solutions. So I think the movement towards what really digital twins are, and I know we've talked about building information modeling and digital twins, frankly, for a long time, but I think the emergence of artificial intelligence is going to accelerate it and make it more common language, where our industry may have been hesitant to adopt a lot of these technologies simply because we've done it a certain way so many times before. I think there is more openness to innovation, more openness to change than ever before. And when we continue to think about collaborative approaches towards this, it's not one company to solve all the problems. We bring innovators like GlobalDWS, bring us to the table, and other ecosystem of collaborators that I think we can truly accelerate the transformation of our built environment and our cities, completely powered by some incredible technology capabilities that are, frankly, completely at the tips of our fingers now.
Rick and Yahya, thank you both for sharing your insights on how robotics and smart technology are shaping the future of workplaces and communities. As technology and innovation continues to evolve, partnerships like the one between Stantec and GlobalDWS will be crucial in driving meaningful change. Thank you once again for being part of the Stantec.io podcast.
Thank you. Till again.
And thank you for listening. Future episodes will continue to explore how digital technology is shaping our world. In the meantime, you can also visit our website at www.stantec.io for more information.